The environments we build with our Lego bricks are only half the fun. Now let's find out how we can pose and display our minifigures creatively to make the most of our Brickoramas.
Hello boyos, Rich Boy Jay here back in with another video, and today I'm gonna show you how to use a Brickorama to creatively display your minifigures. When I was a little kid, my minifigures pretty much just sat in a shoebox. And I'm sure a lot of you at home pretty much just have your minifigures in a bucket like this, but we can actually give a lot of life to our Brickoramas and our minifigures themselves by finding out a cool way to display them. And what better way to display them by making our own Star Wars cantina. So I've left this area right here open, and I kind of want to have my big guy in town sitting somewhere in a very special place. I have my Boba Fett's throne room set here, and I think the chair that Boba Fett sits in is actually super cool, so I'm gonna use that. This chair does have a mechanism in it, so we're gonna go ahead and take that mechanism out. Now we can place this chair in its final resting place. You gotta have a place for your minifigures to sit. So using these 1x1 cone pieces, little 1x1 stud on top, and then we'll cap it all off with a 3x3 circular tile, and boom, we have a nice table for our booths over here. If you really want to give it that Star Wars flavor, use lightsaber pieces. So if you take your lightsaber pieces right here, you can actually connect them to brick with studs on side, and then you thread these 1x2 plates with the round edges and actually get a pretty cool looking window. If you're making a build like me where the floor is mostly smooth, you want to have studs to be able to connect the feet of the minifigures to the build. So you can place these pieces with the studs on them pretty much where you want the minifigures to go. Our Devaroni can take his place at the Boba Fett chair with a very nice smirk on his face. What would a cantina be without a bartender? Let's find a cool alien for that. So he's gonna be handing a bottle to another alien. One cool thing you can do with any Star Wars build is spruce it up with the appearance of droids. We're gonna have our teal friend right here. We're gonna have our rebel pilot friend, and he's going to be kindly escorted off the premises by our Imperial stormtroopers. There's so many different Lego faces. Look through your head collection, just figure out some of the cool emotion-filled facial expressions, and you'll be able to get some pretty cool stories being told in your Brickoramas. We have this Star Wars minifigure right here, and she already has a pretty angry expression on her face. Obviously, she's not faring too well in the card game against this guy. You can also use these ingot pieces. I think they work really well as any form of currency in the Star Wars universe. What would any cantina be without some ambient music? So we can take our Bith musician and pop him anywhere. I want to take one of my personal favorite characters, Han Solo. I want to put him chilling at one of the booths. Honestly, at this point, you can just have fun placing any of your wacky alien figures anywhere, just giving them a place to hang out. One thing you can do is really build up the structure below it, give it a nice thick base plate, and that can allow you to be able to lift it without any worries of it collapsing in your hands or having things fall off of it. So there's 3 things I want to leave you with when it comes to displaying your minifigures creatively with a Brickorama. Number 1, like I did here, you can always rely on Lego sets to start as a point of inspiration for you. Second, figure out where you want to place your minifigures and come up with a story in your head. There's so many various things you can have your minifigures doing. And then finally, consider the facial expressions that you can include on your Lego minifigures. Those facial expressions can go a long way in helping you tell your stories. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you take these tips to go ahead and really spruce up your own minifigure displays. See you guys again very soon.
I challenge you to get your minifigures out and bring them to life in your Brickoramas.